It's a cool, nice little addition to make you part of the show so that you are also part of this and help us out with, I don't know, comments and whatever you want to know about pop culture, video games, technology,
PUBG culture,
all that kind of stuff. So you were saying big fight this weekend. What's up, Leo?
big fight. Canelo.
Saul Alvarez.
Oh, I thought it was
Versus-
gonna be like you had an argument.
Triple G. Gennady Golovkin. Throwing down hard. Fight of the year candidate. One of the best boxing matches I've seen this decade.
Think so?
This decade. I mean, have you seen boxing recently?
Well,
it hasn't really gotten too much better than that.
Yes, I will be honest. I did not see the fight. I only saw the highlights. But from what I've seen everywhere, it seems like Triple G dominated the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, from what I saw, I would have given Triple G the edge. It was, in my opinion, it was a close match.
Okay.
I think, but that one judge, that lady, man, she was watching something different. She must have been on EA boxing simulator, whatever.
Who wins?
Yeah, because she wasn't watching the fight. We all watched. She gave 5 extra rounds. I think it was 4 or 5
Leo,
extra rounds.
Haven't you learned anything from Dom
DeLuise?
Sure. You win either by an inch or a mile.
Fast and the Furious reference up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, Fast and the Furious, man. What are your thoughts?
I like it.
Do you?
it's fun. It's the new G.I. Joe.
They're fun, over-exaggerated
It's
movies.
not Fast and the Furious that, as it was meant to be from the start. It became a whole different animal.
Well, because I mean, I like the first 2 or 3 where it was about racing.
Yeah.
And now they're like super spies and
It's
now
like
they're borderline. Now they're borderline
it's like-
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Exactly.
It's like what's the Stallone movie? Expendables. There we go. It's like the Expendables, but car version. It's like they're just like over the top.
Yep.
All those old 80s like action stars where they're just shooting and blowing up
Yeah.
stuff. That's what it is. But
Sorry to change the
put 'em in
subject a
cars.
little bit. AJ Bishop's asking, what's up with the video changing your voices? What are you talking about?
is it this kind of voice that you're talking about?
Our voices are changing.
Our voices
I
are changing.
hear
Let me
myself
put this
just
on.
fine.
You guys keep talking. I'm
Okay.
gonna do a little bit of a
He's gonna do some research to see what's going on.
Be
R&D
researching.
here.
So another comment that we just got. Pretty soon they'll team up with the Avengers in space.
Yep, right here, right on top of
That
it.
would be cool.
It's the
I'd go
MCU
see
slash FF fast
slash
FATF universe. FFU. There we go. Yeah. The pitch.
The pitch sounds good. So you sound like a schoolgirl, Leo. I guess I don't know.
Well,
How do you?
I mean, that is his typical voice.
that's how he usually sounds. To be fair, but there might be some.
Oh snap!
What?
Our voices sound dope.
Really?
We sound like the Hulk, bro.
What?
Oh, dang.
Seriously?
Serious, dude?
We're gonna-
Why? Well,
It
Well,
sounds cool. You gotta put it on.
I gotta
like
listen.
the pitch of our voice
It's
is
some-
completely off right now.
I gotta listen to
We
this.
sound like we're giants.
Oh, really?
Like Andre, do you remember Andre the Giant? We sound like Andre the Giant
Ooh.
had a baby with Sylvester Stallone.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool.
I can't
I
even-
like it. I know it's glitching. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it's glitching.
Anybody
but
joining us in, just to let you guys know, we might be having some audio difficulties where we sound.
No, it sounds good.
It sounds good
good
to you?
to you?
Wait.
Yeah, man. We're gonna keep talking. You gotta listen in on it. We're so like, hey,
Yeah?
yo, Adrian. Yo, Adrian. What's going on?
Bro, this guy just busting up in the corner over there.
Go bust up over here. This is gonna
let's-
get us viewers and followers and
We need your
subscriptions.
reaction. Did you throw on some kind of filter by accident?
We sound like
What button did you guys press?
I was very mad.
I live my life a quarter game at a time.
Wow.
Oh man.
Well-
All right, good show, guys.
That's a good show. We
Well-
sound more manly.
We'll continue with
Digital game time, just
giant
took it to
voices,
the
I
next
guess, for now
level.
until we can figure
No,
this out.
it doesn't sound that bad. I mean, they can understand that everything's fine. It's just that we're more manly.
We sound manly.
check the settings there, Leo.
chick, choo,
Just to make sure.
All right.
So
You
go
guys
ahead and
keep talking about
go
it.
ahead.
I'm gonna throw it up here on the screen.
Oh,
what?
God, I'm crying.
So,
Cried.
how many of you guys out there, and including you two, played this game,
I've
Battleborn?
never even heard about it.
I played it a little bit at your house.
So last year, right? Last year, what was the publisher? 2K Gaming, I think, is what the company behind this game. Busted this game out, and Blizzard did Overwatch. So they both came out relatively around the same time, I think, within like a week or two apart. And it was kind of like
Overwatch.
with Overwatch, right? So it was kind of like a race to see like who was gonna win at this new FPS type of game.
Yeah.
It's not a traditional FPS like Black Ops where you just go in and shoot people and whatnot. There's actual like missions and little
Crazy
things that
characters.
you have to do that to get involved into the video game. So I remember a year ago, both of them released a free-to-play weekend, I think, or even a week. I can't remember, but and it was like kind of up in the air. Which one did you like? Which one do you prefer? I unfortunately picked this one because I enjoyed the comic aspect of it. But from there, I started noticing that the gameplay wasn't as
Cliff
great.
Blazinski is behind this game. He's the guy many of you may know, Gears of War.
There you go.
Okay.
So it was an entertaining game. Did we switch? No. It was an entertaining game. I liked it, but the fan base of it started to die out, and really soon the price drop of the game went from what its original price tag of $60, $59.99, down to like $40, down to like $20, down to like $10, and then eventually I think it was a free-to-play game. So, I mean, as it is right now, I think you're the one that just basically told me that they've now decided just to shut down the servers on it. So, I can't remember. It's been a while that I played this game, but I think it's an online game. So, if they shut down their servers, I mean, that's basically it for the game.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to pass it off to some third-party company that wants to keep running it. But other than that, I mean, that basically means
It's done.
it's done. And it's very unfortunate because it was a fun game. I liked it. It was enjoyable. It didn't hit hard. And I'm not saying Blizzard was at fault, but they were their #1 competitor, and most people actually went with Overwatch. So, say la vie.
Unrelated.
All right, so what are we watching now? We just kind of went ahead into the next thing.
That's fluffy.
It's fluffy. So, Narco Season 3 came out, about 2 weeks ago. I think the three of us already binged it. We saw it.
I'm disappointed, guys.
Really?
I did not like the ending. Like, it could have been so much better if they just left it at the episode before the last one. They should have ended right there. That was the climax. That was the result. They should have left it at that.
That wasn't the climax, though. That was okay, we did it. Job accomplished. Or did we?
Yeah, but that's what season 4 would have been, coming in for that.
No, but it wouldn't leave you at a cliffhanger, though. It would have been kind of like, oh, yeah, they did it. Done.
But his attitude that, Agent Peña, he did not get nothing accomplished, and he knew it.
It's
like the phrase that he put it at the end of that episode where he says, "We never had a chance." Ended right there. And you're like, what? How? But no, and then...
But see, but that wouldn't be a proper cliffhanger because that would be kind of like yeah, okay, so something else was going on in the background, but it didn't give you that little hook.
Escobar did Narcos. Like this right here, that's not Narcos anymore. Let me see what they do with Amado Carrillo. Like,
I'll be honest with you. It did take me a while to let go of it, Pablo Escobar, because his character did make season 1 and 2 of Narcos what it is. And it took me a while to just kind of like let go. Like, he's not coming back. He's dead, And
they have him like frozen, cryogenic. They got
to be fair though, Agent Peña, he's good.
He's awesome. Yes.
But
so it took a while for me to like really like get fully into it. But this is a rare series for me where
you enjoy killing.
I was disappointed by it like at first. But each episode got just like 1% better.
Yes.
1% better. 1% better. 1% better. And it kept just... It wasn't like world-ending, like, great.
Like, oh my God! Yeah.
But
like,
just
I gotta watch the next one.
It was just one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, like, this is getting better. Like,
how many episodes was season 1 and 2?
Time.
About 13,
About 13,
because this was only like 8 episodes, right?
This one was short.
So this was, I think,
10? Wasn't it 10 episodes?
I think it was 8.
I think it was like 8 or maybe 9.
But
But it was definitely shorter than the previous seasons. And I think that's probably the reason why, because they were trying to get something going to connect it. I mean, all of this is based on true events. None of it is 100% real. Season 1 and 2, not 100%.
Not 100%, but pretty darn close.
So season 1 and 2 was based off of an actual person, which was Pablo Escobar, and that's why you liked it so much, because I think it focused more on him, not just Narcos, the cartel as a whole.
Rodriguez Orejuela brothers are also real.
Right, but this one was more of, it wasn't an actual investigation like how Peña and the other, I forget the other agent,
Murphy.
how they were constantly after him and you know, checking this and doing that, and it was basically almost like a documentary
Ron Murphy
going on as a series. Season 3 was more of kind of like, okay, let's get all these events and make a movie or a series off of it. So yeah, it was based on true events, but it was more fictional than the other 2 seasons were. And I think they just kind of needed to put something together to keep that narco feel going. And now it's kind of like, okay, now we're going to do season 4. Which
or are we?
Brings
or are we?
to the next topic.
Yes.
He was the what do you call it? The
Scout.
field scout.
I'll be honest with you. I was happy with the ending. I was happy the way it ended. But I understand what you're saying. If you want to leave a cliffhanger, a hook,
That would have been
then that would have been the spot where you end it.
like,
however,
now we went after the president.
Right, but I was happy with, like, hey, here it is. You know, like that's the spot.
I mean, it's satisfying, but
if they would have ended it there, Pancho, they would have just had really no real thing to go after in season 4.
Yeah,
because
but that's what
they never did anything about the president. It's
I know,
just kind of like, oh, we know. It's like, oh, okay, that's it.
yeah, but then
Continue the story.
But then you have that thing where like Peña could have been like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna testify against the president. I'm gonna go on record. I'm done with the CIA or the DA. I mean, and then later, hey, dude, we need you in Mexico, bro.
Yeah,
And then, you know,
right.
yeah, but it was kind of the same thing at the end of season 2.
I think season 4 of Narcos is gonna be. It's gonna be more of like season 3, like where's
season 4. I think
it's gonna be more of an intermediate season, and then once you get to the El Chapo storyline with the Zetas, and
first they have to go with
the Almada brothers.
No, they have to do Amado Carrillo, El Señor de los Cielos. That guy is a big, huge deal in narco culture down in Mexico. That's
probably going to be 4, right?
And they already introduced them in
Right.
season 3.
Yeah, but see how much more cartel, narco...
Dude, they're still at it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
This is not
They
gonna
basically
end.
went
The
from
blow will go
Colombia over to Mexico.
Juárez
3 seasons in Colombia, whereas this is going to be like a whole 5, 6, 7 seasons.
And just Juárez.
And exactly. So season 3, that's what I'm saying, was kind of like more of a bridge.
I think it's going to be a whole new world. A whole new world.
Shut up, copyright. So that's what I'm saying. Season 3 was more kind of like, okay, let's shift it from over here. But it's going more from a documentary aspect, more to a nonfiction, more action, just movie kind of thing.
Well, the thing is, as bad as the whole thing with Escobar was in Colombia, things in Mexico reached the point where it was like much worse.
It's still going?
And it's still ongoing. I mean, it's not as bad right now as it was a few years ago, but it reached a really, really bad boiling point.
To the scout that went looking for locations.
Well, tell us about that, Francisco.
So his name was, I know I'm not Francisco, but his name was
Francisco.
Carlos Muñoz Portal, I believe was his name. And he was working doing this for the past 10 years, I believe.
For different series and movies, not just Narcos.
I think they've shit Spectre for 007.
Right.
Fast and the Furious. So he's actually been finding these places. So he knows his job, he knows his area, and obviously Mexico is where he's from.
Was his death narco related though?
I mean, no. Well,
it was.
Have they confirmed it? Because last I knew is they found his car shot like bullet holes all over the place.
He was in narco territory. So I mean, he went there by himself. That was a mistake.
That was a mistake.
That was a mistake because he's
my condolences to the family, but that was wrong.
He has contact, or he used to have contacts with these people, and he will go to them and ask them, you know what, we are gonna making a movie. We need to, come through here. Is it okay with you? And then they will like pay them off, however much money like to be able to be there. But he always went with a contact that knew the person in charge of that territory. This time he went alone.
Oh no.
So what are you doing here, bruh? What's with all those cameras? Who are you? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Unfortunate, but I think Netflix has also expressed their condolences to the family. I believe they said that it's still under investigation, so they don't have all the information or details of what and how it happened. But yeah, it's sad to hear because it was an enjoyable series. Netflix, I mean, it's a big company. Narcos, it's a big title, and for that to, he's basically going into the battlefield, to get us our enjoyment, and that resulted from it.
If you really think about it, it's something that that happened that's not over yet. This whole Narco stuff is still ongoing. Whether they're showing anything about it on the news anymore or not is irrelevant. It's still happening till this day.
Yep. So sad, but well, we'll see what happens with Netflix, with Narcos, if they're going to keep going. I mean, I don't see why they shouldn't. You can just not film in the real places.
I think, did I hear something about that they were going to shoot at different locations?
Yeah, I mean,
like back to Colombia, but dress it up like if it was Mexico kind of thing. I hope not, because that does kind of kill some of its authenticity.
Oh yeah. In lighter news,
Lara Croft,
we got a sneak peek today. Tomorrow we're expecting
the full trailer.
So for now, this is gonna have to like make
the trailer to the trailer.
The trailer to the trailer.
Where have we come in a society,
the Twitter-sized trailer,
where a trailer has a trailer?
Seriously,
what the heck?
This is the Vine of the trailer.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, just from the look of it, this is supposed to be.
So you have Lara Croft. I mean, Lara Croft. You got Jackie Chan in it.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Edward Norton. All these
A-list celebrities.
The Rock.
The first time I saw that, I thought this was the girl from what's her name? Michelle Rodriguez. I thought it was her. When I first saw it, I was like, oh wait, no, it's not.
Edward James Olmos.
Always.
There's even Anaconda in there.
Every movie ever made, Edward James.
So this is. It sounds like this is the
Machete.
What's the video game? The first one. Tomb Raider. What's his name? Is it just called Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider. Yeah, that's it.
No, the origin one's the one that came out not that long ago.
Origins.
Tomb Raider Origins? Really, Rick?
You played it. You're the one that you should play this game.
Oh, Tomb Raider
Reborn.
Resurrection?
No, I think that was a previous title.
Part Ducks.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's that, right? I mean, to me, it looks like it's that, like her beginnings. I think it even says it right there too, the beginning or something like that.
Tomb Raider. That's all it says.
Her legend.
No. Read it right. Let me read it. Her legend.
Well, with the pitch, we probably sound more like her legend.
So it's Batman Begins. Batman Begins Tomb Raider edition.
This is a trailer to the trailer.
So keep an eye out for that. It should be coming out tomorrow. I'm kind of excited about this.
Wait for it on video.
You're excited for a trailer?
No, for the movie.
Okay.
The previous two with what was her name?
Forgiven.
What was her name?
Angelina Jolie, Diamond Phillips.
I think she made two of them, right?
Made two.
I only saw the first one, and it was
they were popcorn action flicks.
I don't know about the second one. I never even seen
it.
One.
They were all right.
This time, I'm hoping it sticks more to the tradition of what the Tomb Raider series
Nothing
is.
like Apocalypto ever was. Am I right, Leo?
Christmas Miracle.
Yep.
So keep an eye out for that Tomb Raider tomorrow. What do we got next? What's coming up?
We got Daddy's Game Time. Pew, pew, pew.
Leo.
Oh, man, I messed it up.
What'd you do?
Never mind.
Oh. What's going on here, Leo?
Digital Game Time, Leo.
We got a sneak peek at Shane from The Walking Dead as the Punisher. So he's killing out a lot of like spec op type guys,
like the Punisher does
in the woods, and he's taking names and kicking butt, and everybody likes it.
Yeah,
I like the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his skull. That's his emblem. Yeah.
It's a skull with like funky, like a funky octopus mouth.
Hydra.
Hydra. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Hell Hydra.
There you go.
Punisher is Hydra.
Punisher.
So they haven't stated when, right? They just say this year.
Let me check and see if our voices still sound funky.
And I
talking.
like, if you notice, like when you play the rest of the trailer, when it shows the date, like the month, the day is all digitally scrambled out or whatever.
Right,
so you just see 2017. So they're technically not lying to us. I mean, it's gonna come out sometime this year,
Like Costco.
like Costco. Yeah,
Summer 2017.
Local Costco building here. But yeah, I'm actually excited for Punisher. We saw him in Daredevil season 2, right?
Right.
And I enjoyed his character. I enjoy the actor playing the character. As Leo said, he was Shane from The Walking Dead.
He's the real father of Sophia.
And
Spoiler
alert. Actually,
Like, you don't know.
Actually, I just saw that episode last night.
No.
Just saw it.
like episode 3 or 4.
It's like episode 4 of the
First
latest
season
of The Walking Dead to come out on Netflix.
Past season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's like delayed. I was like, what the? We still
Our voices still sound funky
really?
on the stream here. If you're listening to us, these are not our real voices.
They are.
It sounds like
That's how we sound.
like
We're
we
manly
have
men.
gas and we're just about to burp.
I don't have AC. I don't have AC, but I did connect helium
not how
to
we
the
sound.
vents. So we're just sniffing like helium.
No, dude, it's not a high. It's
Argon. What's that? What's
It's
that
a
other?
deep voice.
What's
It's
what's
a
that?
manly
Okay, the
voice.
opposite of helium. I think it's argon. I'm not sure.
That's not how it works, Rick.
Yeah, there is. There is. Shut your mouth. There is.
That's not how it works.
So what do you think of Punisher, Leo? You digging it? You liking it?
Dude, I'm looking forward to it. I wish he was in the Defenders, replacing Jessica
Fist?
Jones and Iron Fist, especially Iron Fist.
So it's just Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Punisher.
For
Yes.
some reason, Punisher has to have a way to get back to Kang Lun.
Yes, that would have been a much more compelling storyline.
I thought you were gonna say like he puts on a wig to play Jessica, and he puts on the
Come
glowing
on, Brett.
face.
Let's go, Red.
Like he puts like a fake looking fist over his guns, and he's
It's like the
I'm
Hulk.
the Iron
It's that
Fist.
Hulk, the Hulk toy. You know that glove, that Hulk fist. He paints it yellow. It's like Iron Fist.
yes, that would have been great. That would have been more compelling television
Oh man,
than what we got out of Iron Fist.
You're funny.
you don't even have to make the voice, Rick. That's how we sound.
You're dude, imagine if we go like if we talk like this, we probably sound like we're even more men. That would be
Mormons,
Man,
no.
Mormon.
Jeez, Rick.
Brother Rick.
You don't have to.
Brother Rick.
Elder Rick.
Oh, Elder Rick.
Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. So I think we're done. I think that's today's show.
Get it done. Is there any other news?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Destiny 2, man.
Oh yeah.
Destiny 2 was released. Big, massive numbers. In the sales charts.
I don't care because
we
it's not
have
for
to
PC yet.
mention this because okay, so for the past 3 Star Wars movies, directors have been dropping like flies. We had the incident with Rogue One, where the director got replaced and movie got rewritten and reshot a lot, but the end result
It worked.
It worked. I liked it. I liked that movie a lot. It's pretty well done. And then later with the Han Solo movie, we discovered that the brothers that made the Lego movie were also dropped because differences in I don't know, creative differences, whatever they call that.
Between them or between the
Star Wars people that are in charge, Kathleen Kennedy, and the directors do not agree on certain things, so she brought in Ron Howard. So he's now in charge of Han Solo. They're reshooting, redoing, rewriting a lot of that movie.
Well, Ron Howard does have
And
good.
yes, and now more recently, the director for the last episode 9 movie, Star Wars, he just got let go as well. And we don't understand why, but they just started doing episode 9 shooting and everything, and that's it. We're done. So they brought out this guy right here. Yeah, Abrams is back.
Edward
at the helm.
James.
So
Olmos.
why was it that they went back to J.J. Abrams? Because they liked the success of?
They like the first one. They like The Force Awakens.
Because The Force Awakens is one of the most original and greatest Star Wars movies of our generation.
So with that said, I'm very afraid now that we're gonna have Ewoks and we're gonna have a second Death Star or second Death Planet.
Ewoks.
And
We needed Ewoks back.
We're probably gonna have one of
We
those.
need more AT-ATs.
They already showed them.
And speeder
They
bikes.
already showed them. That's the thing. It's like it doesn't fare well.
We need more Jawas.
But good news is, Rick, that if you enjoyed Return of the Jedi, you're probably gonna enjoy Episode 9.
Best Star Wars film ever.
This is probably gonna be a remake.
I'm happy. I'm a happy man.
There
I'm
was
happy.
what's that thing? It's an effect. It's called the Mandela effect. I believe it's what it's called.
Where you play rugby.
No.
And you take your rugby team to the
it's
World
where-
Cup.
Oh, and then you start sweeping on the ice.
Yes.
What the heck?
I've seen
And
that.
Yeah, I
and
know
then-
it's a sport, but I
and
don't know
you
where you
called
guys went
called the
from.
Springboks, and then you defeat racism by winning the Rugby World
Right.
Cup.
You
Sure.
ever seen
I
that?
saw that.
So-
I saw that movie.
The Mandela effect is where an
Rick's a
opinion, a thought, a belief is believed to be true when it's actually false. And I heard about this. I forgot what I was watching. It was some YouTube show, and they were talking about it. And they were giving different examples, and most of them were kind of like, whatever. Okay, we thought this, but it was actually something else. Now that you mentioned Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, at the end, no, it wasn't that one. It was
Empire Strikes Back.
when he gets his hand cut off.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. So at that part, what does Darth Vader say to Luke?
No, I am your father.
Not Luke. I
No,
am your father.
He never says Luke.
That's what the Mandela effect is. A lot of people think it's Luke. I am your father. But
No,
that's exactly what he says. And I don't know. It just came to my.
Star Wars geek, sorry. It's just like, I can recite lines from,
I could do that with
with my eyes closed.
So just a little
Did
fact.
you ever watch Act 1 of Star Wars: A New Hope?
Did
on
you?
The Windows operating system?
Dude,
You remember that?
Telnetting.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Dude, I remember how where we used to work, they got mad because it spread like wildfire. Like, oh, let me do that. And everybody was telnetting
They were doing it.
and tying up all the lines of bandwidth, and it was just ridiculous. So they had to
Shut
people
down.
got in trouble. People got in trouble.
They got in trouble.
Why did it take up a lot of
Well, dude, you're telnetting. You're connecting to some remote server somewhere to get all this data, and it's not just a little script. It's
It's like a movie. Yeah.
a lot of coding, and not only one computer, but this is like multiple computers doing this and tying up the lines or the bandwidth basically to view a DOS script of the
Right.
movie.
So it's all in text basically, and it's pretty. What do they call it? The text thing? It's a code. It's
HTML.
no.
It's where you make visuals seem like graphics just based on
ASCII
Text-
code.
text
ASCII.
letter.
ASCII, but it's pronounced ASCII.
Ask me.
ASCII.
Oh, who's Key?
So anyway, this
King
is
Kai.
Leo here is showing us that's exactly what it was, and basically,
So if our connection drops,
it's because the reason why it's going so slow is because, like Rick is saying, it's pulling data, turning it into this that you're seeing on the screen. But you have to think Windows 95, Windows 98. This is old computer, old graphical effects.
So I always was under the impression that this was code that was already installed within the OS.
No,
No?
somebody made it.
Okay.
it's basically like you're streaming a file off of somebody's server.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So all this that you see, all this graphical stuff, is just letters, characters from the keyboard, which it's pretty cool.
I
Pretty-
have to
pretty
say,
awesome,
it's
but-
very creative. Very creative.
Someone had hundreds of hours to be able to make.
So
this.
let me just say that we are expecting the actual trailer for The Last Jedi on the 23rd, I believe, or the 24th. I can't remember exactly which day, but that's supposed to be the first official trailer. And let me tell you right now that if I'm not wowed by that trailer, I don't really have any high hopes for it.
It sounds to me like you're already
Whoa.
setting yourself up to be disappointed.
And that's a good thing, Leo. That's a good thing, because if the movie actually is better than my expectations,
I was just gonna say, Pancho, like, you're finally listening to my sage words of wisdom that I've been trying to.
No,
say for
he's
years
doing the
now.
opposite. He's putting the
bar
high. What the heck just left there for a minute? The bar high, and he wants it to meet that expectation, or else he's not going to watch it. You, on the other hand, you said it like on the ground, so that you know that
Like-
you're expecting crap, and if it's better than crap, then you're happy.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. Leo.
So
It's like
happy now.
Mandela effect. No,
That's how it works.
I'm so happy now.
So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Even Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones is the worst movie out of the whole trilogies, and I was still very excited.
That's
about
episode
it.
2, right?
Yes, I was very excited. I bought all the toys. I was so happy. I saw the first show,
My mind has
and
I
I was
was-
like,
I
was like, no. This is a good movie. It's a dude. Did you even? No. Shut up. Shut
have
up.
to
This is a
admit-
good movie.
I have to admit
That was
I
you
in
talking to
denial
yourself.
during episode 1, 2, and 3. I was in denial. Once we went to see episode 3, I remember we saw it together.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, this is almost as good as the original trilogy. Like you were
Almost.
oh yeah, I know, huh? Like right.
It was like,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, like heads almost
So
exploded.
now I'm just like, you know what?
To be
We'll
honest,
see.
It took a while for me to be like,
Yeah.
to be honest,
It's crap.
I don't remember
I
anything.
shouldn't have rented this film.
To be honest, I don't remember anything of episode 3. Episode 2, I just remember that like arena.
Come on, you don't
scene.
remember that kids scene? The I got no legs. I got no legs.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now I remember.
He
Now I
remembers
remember that.
one.
And then
I
the
bet you it
first
sounds
one,
even better with the deep voice.
and then it's like slow motion. And then episode 1, the pod
man.
racers. That's like all I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is when he turns into Darth Vader. He kills Mace Windu or helps Palpatine kill Mace Windu.
I like it. If there's a saving
No hair,
grace
don't
in
care.
episode 2 is I like how the city looks like it was ripped off right from Blade
The
Runner.
computer.
Right from Blade Runner. Remember
Mhm.
that that visual style that Blade Runner
I
has?
have never seen Blade
Something
Runner.
similar to that. You haven't seen
Speaking
Blade
of
Runner?
how there's a
I
new
thought you were a Harrison Ford fan.
did the new one come out?
I like Han Solo and Indiana Jones. That's about it.
Okay.
Did the new Blade Runner come out?
No, it's coming up
Okay.
soon.
No.
Yeah. Oh, and Star Wars is still going. It's like-
It's still-
It's the entire Act 1.
oh my god.
Made in ASCII
Yeah.
or whatever it's
ASCII,
called.
That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so there you have it. Yeah, that was great, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us today here on DGT Live on Monday nights. I'm your host, Leo, along with Rick and
Francisco.
until next time, enjoy your games and love your families.
It's Daddy's game time.